Have you ever wondered how a few small changes can completely transform your life? Imagine if you start a business, read a book, and exercise, how much progress you could make. But what if I told you it's actually easy to follow these habits if you use this proven step-by-step method by science? While I'm not trying to sell you a course or coaching program, I truly want to help you because I was in that position a year ago. So in this video, I'll be diving deep into these 4 habits that can truly change your life. Deep work, exercise, diet, and critical thinking. And I believe that if you want to change your life forever, you just need to focus on these 4 habits. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm a second year of math student, and for the past 7 days, I've been diving into research journals and statistics to explore how small habits can lead to life-changing transformations. And I want to say that this video is the result of the small habits that I practice every single day. So before we dive deep into the video, I want to explain to you how a habit is formed. So there are 3-step process our brain uses to form a new habit: cue, response, and reward. And all of these activities happens in milliseconds, and you might not aware of these things. So let's say you go to a cafe, you open the door, and you step inside. And perhaps you smell the coffee beans and you hear the noises of the coffee machine. You order an Americano and you sit there for a few minutes and you start sipping your coffee. And this is normal if you want to enjoy yourself there or you want to start deep work on that cafe. But the interesting part is when you don't really like to drink a coffee, you go to a cafe and you start smell these coffee beans and you hear the noises of the coffee machine. You feel the ambience and you prompt to order an Americano or coffee latte. Well, this will happen to you because your brain craves the cue and you respond it by ordering a coffee. And you reward the cue by sipping your Americano and start deeper there and you feel this enjoyable moment. And this might sound simple, but this is actually what we do in our daily basis. We encounter a cue, we respond it, and we reward the cue by doing action. But then our brain can't distinguish between bad or good habits. And this is something that most people don't aware. We are all consistent, but it all lies in how we consistent doing good habits or bad habits. Smokers are consistent as well as entrepreneurs. You need to focus on these 3 things in your life: cue, response, and rewards. And also, I found these 2 principles in habit formation. Research on habit formation has shown that behavior is likely to become habitual when it is frequently and consistently performed in the same context. And habit formation crucially depends on the repeated performance of behavior that is in line with one's long-term goal. And now you know, consistency is a key to form a habit. And maybe that is the reason why you more enjoy scrolling through social media rather than reading that book. And also, I found that there is a correlation between habits and self-control. A study among teenagers indicates that those who initially had higher self-control capacity reported having stronger meditation habits after 3 months of meditation session. But then, self-control capacity did not contribute to higher habit strength. However, participants who carried out of the self-chosen behavior more consistently showed stronger increases in habit strength. And we know that willpower will decrease over time. Once we start a habit, it requires a level of mental bandwidth and it requires willpower. But again, if you want to stick to a habit, the key is consistent. Imagine waking up in the morning, you feel energized, you feel motivated, and you're ready to tackle that work. You decide to engage in deep work session for 4 hours. Congratulations, you are productive. But what happens if you wake up in the morning and the first 4 hours you're scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube, and you go to kitchen and you eat your first meal at 9 a.m. Now you feel lethargic, now you feel exhausted, you don't want to do the work? It is because you spend your willpower on unnecessary things such as scrolling to Instagram or eating first thing in the morning. So I've discovered hacks that helps me productive throughout the day. A cup of coffee. This gives me an energy boost to start the day. No food before 12 p.m. Fasting in the morning helps me maintain focus and energy levels. Deep work. I dedicate focus time to important tasks ensuring I make the most of my productive hours. So now, let's talk about the first habit that will change your life. Deep work. The key to developing a deep work habit is to move beyond good intentions and add routines and rituals to your working life designed to minimize the amount of your limited willpower necessary to transition into and maintain a state of unbroken concentration. So, if you want to develop a deep work habit, focus on the reason why you're doing the work. I know it can be challenging at first because we live in the modern society where information is everywhere. You open up your phone, you open up your MacBook, a lot of information and overstimulating content. However, with consistency and the reason, you find deep work more enjoyable and meaningful rather than randomly consuming content. And also, it is important to recognize between deep work and shallow work because understanding and prioritizing deep work will help you be more efficient and achieve greater success. So based on the book Deep Work by Cal Newport, deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitive demanding task. Shallow work is non-cognitively demanding logistical style work often performed while distracted. So deep work involves activities that requires a high level of focus and mental bandwidth, such as writing a video script, recording a video, or conducting a coaching call. And also there are no strict rules if you wanna do deep work. As long as it's challenging and requires a high level of focus, it qualifies as deep work. So for example, you wake up in the morning, you start meditating, and you start writing your video script. That is your deep work. Another example, you wake up in the morning, you start meditating, you start your morning routine, and you start edit your YouTube video. That is also your deep work. Your deep work may differ from my deep work, and you might ask, how long should I do deep work? The best answer is you do deep work as long as you can until you recognize there is a slight drop in your concentration. For me, 4 hours of deep work every day is ideal. So I can write this script, record this video, and make thumbnails. And for you, 2 hours might be sufficient. Maybe you wanna start cold outreaches 100 every single day, or you want to write a newsletter every single day. I want you to experiment with your deep work. For instance, you want to do 2 hours of deep work session today, but the first 1 hour, you feel like, yeah, I'm exhausted, I feel tired. Maybe that is your maximum amount of deep work, 1 hour. But you can gradually increase the amount of hour you do deep work. Maybe the first week, you spend 1 hour every single day do deep work. The second week, 1.5 hours. The third week, 2 hours, and then 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. And now, let's discuss about shallow work. Shallow work involves activities that requires a low level of focus and mental bandwidth. It is different from deep work. Here's the example. Checking emails, making to-do lists, uploading YouTube videos, and cleaning your room. These tasks don't demand intense concentration, and you can do it later today. Bear in mind, your first priority should be your deep work. After you've done your deep work 4 hours, 2 hours every single day, after that, you can do shallow work. You can check emails later. You can reply to your friends and family. Many people struggle with focus because they spend most of their time doing shallow work. And now you then understand the difference between deep work and shallow work. You should focus on something, your task, your deep work. Now that you understand the difference between deep work and shallow work, it is important for you to focus on the task that requires a high level of focus and mental bandwidth. And if you're still watching this video, I know exactly that you find scrolling through social media a shallow work. And if you want to succeed, you need to engage in deep work every single day. The actionable step for you, differentiate between your deep work and shallow work. And now, you should focus on deep work first thing in the morning. And bear in mind, you don't need to do these 4 hours of deep work. Start with 1 hour of deep work for the next 30 days and gradually increase every single week. You have to track your deep work every single day on Google spreadsheets. That's how you make progress. And over time, you might feel tired and exhausted from deep work. That is why the next habit is to exercise. Leaders who exercise regularly were rated significantly higher by their bosses, peers, and direct reports of their leadership effectiveness than those who don't. Time invested in regular exercise, even if it means spending less time at work, is correlated with higher ratings of leadership effectiveness. And also, I found that where exercises and non-exercises rated on every single aspects of their leadership, study found that exercises are rated higher than non-exercises on every single aspects. This data indicate that regular exercise is positively correlated with leadership performance based on independent observer ratings. And if you're still not exercising, despite of this information that I've mentioned you before, you will be more likely not succeed, because health is the most crucial aspect of your life. To perform better at work, don't just focus on the task, focus on your health, and you need to address all aspects of your lives: productivity, mental well-being, and physical health. All it takes is just do cardio or weightlifting 3 times per week. And please don't make excuses. You have time to fit in on your schedule. And now, let's talk about cardio. Many people find cardio enjoyable and challenging, and it offers numerous benefits of your health. And of course, you don't need to run a marathon or just do sprint every single day to get the benefits. Simple activities like walking and jogging can be effective. And sadly, many people are too lazy to go on a walk. They would rather drive a car for a 3-kilometer trip rather than just walk on the street. I want you to prioritize well-being than convenience and start walking. And now, let's talk about weightlifting. So I've been going to the gym for the last 2 years, and I found weightlifting both challenging and motivating. Of course, you don't need to aim for bodybuilding or powerlifting physique. You can just build your aesthetic physiques like a Greek god. And you have to realize that building muscle is tough, and it takes years or even decades to build a solid aesthetic physique. And this process forces you to remain focused and consistent every single day. Of course, the same principle applies on every aspect of your life: health, wealth, and relationship. It's not just about exercising, but force yourself to push your limit and maintain your health. The actionable step for you is to do cardio or weightlifting 3 times per week. You can do 45 minutes or full body exercise in the gym and 15 minutes on the treadmill. And if you don't know where to start, go search on YouTube. Full body workout exercise in the gym. There are a lot of videos out there. You have to consider this. If you can spend 45 minutes scrolling through social media, you can spend 45 minutes exercising. And the choice is yours. I'm here to provide options. And once you establish your exercise routine, it is time for you to focus on your diet. And the next habit is maintaining a healthy diet. Bear in mind, I'm not a scientist or nutrition expert. I follow this diet based on my experience, and you might need to adjust this recommendation based on your needs. But here are 3 things I've removed from my diet: alcohol, saturated fat, and sugar. I personally don't drink alcohol, and I don't want to drink alcohol for the rest of my life. I see no benefits on drinking. It's just spending your time on these random bottles overpriced and just wasting your time on weekends. I've also found that seed oils negatively impact on my focus and productivity. I avoid junk food, KFC, McDonald's, whatever it is, because I believe they are detrimental to my health and well-being. The actionable step for you: eat less processed food and eat more healthy food. Make your own meal, and you will likely notice a significant impact on your health and well-being, and you find yourself, why now? I can focus for 4 hours. Eating whole, nutritious foods helps you concentrate better, reduce distractions, enhance your ability to make clear, effective decisions. With better nutrition, you will be more likely to engage in critical thinking. And that is why the next habit is critical thinking. According to the European Council, the key skills that will create resilience against changes in the labor market and will be particularly valuable are CD, creativity, communication, and collaboration. The results of this research indicate that critical thinking skills reinforce business decisions and prevent cognitive biases and heuristics. Critical thinking is a crucial skill that many people overlook. While countless online courses claim It will change your life forever. If you pay $1,000 for this course, you're gonna make 7 figures, 8 figures per month. But there is no critical thinking there. How do you know if you're gonna make 7 figures, 8 figures per month by spending $1,000? Critical thinking is essentials on every aspect of your life, not just business, on entrepreneurships. And I want you to consider these questions. Why do you follow the education system? Why do you spend time on social media? And why do you eat junk food? I still remember when I just started this YouTube channel, my friends and family told me why I spend most of my time and money on making YouTube videos. I took a step back and questioned why they told me this. Upon reflection, I realized that none of them are content creators, YouTubers, successful entrepreneurs. And I thought to myself, why should I consider advice from people whose experiences don't align with my entrepreneurial goals? This doesn't mean I'm diminishing their perspectives, but it highlights how entrepreneurs face this problem. Let's say you want to start a business, you spend $1,000, but people around you, your friends, your teachers, your family thought you're stupid. Why you spend $500 to $1,000 on these things? But you have to think to yourself, none of these people are entrepreneurs. None of these people start a business. These realizations made me realize that often most people project their life onto others. And I want to tell you this, the best life for them is not the best life for you. You are the one. You build your own life. You create your own path. Don't follow their advice. So critical thinking makes you understand that many aspects of your life influenced by the external things, friends, family, government, societal norms. It's not about escaping the matrix, but you have to aware, why do you keep doing the same thing over and over again? Go to school, get good grades, get a job. The actionable step for you is to spend at least 30 minutes every single day before you sleep and answer this question. Why do I do what I do every day? Well, there may not be a clear-cut answer, but this practice will help you enhance your critical thinking skills. And I know it is hard to be consistent, but try to stick to these habits for the next 30 days and see how it goes. The hardest truth is that you may not see the progress right away, but I want to tell you this, as long as you keep working and improving, you will make progress. I believe that if you follow and implement these habits, you will change your life, not just in 30 days, but forever. I want you to put your head down and take action. Keep in mind these 4 habits. Deep work. Differentiate between deep work and shallow work. Focus on deep work first thing in the morning. Exercise. Do cardio or weightlifting 3 times per week. Diet. Eat less processed food and more real food every day. Critical thinking. Spend at least 30 minutes each day asking yourself, why do I do what I do every day? And you're gonna make it happen, and you'll get there if you're consistent. Last but not least, I want to share this quote with you. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. A quote from Marcus Aurelius. And if you want to build a personal brand on YouTube, click the first link in the description below. I will help you start and make huge progress in your business. And you can get my free products, link in the description below. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.